Okay, so year 11s, I'm doing this video today on our last key knowledge point, and then we are done with this chapter. Next week we are going to head into revision, so take your time today and over the weekend to actually go through the checklist and make sure you're completing it in time. Okay, so our last key knowledge point, it is the corporate social responsibility. Now, when I'm talking about corporate social responsibility, this is a really important thing that you need to consider when you're actually running a business. Okay, and you need to include that in your business planning. Okay, now what is corporate social responsibility? It is called a CSR. Okay, this is the way business should consider its operations and also the well-being of its stakeholders and the environment. Okay, now with stakeholders I mean any stakeholders. It could be internal or external, so employees, community, planet, and also it needs to be able for your business to still be able to make some profit. Okay, now when you're looking at doing having corporate social responsibility included in your planning, it is going to increase the cost for your business, but in the long run this is going to be really helpful for your business. Okay, now the reason we choose CSR, or the businesses choose the CSR, because the customers are more and more conscious of the effects businesses are having on the wider community, and the customers tend to respond more to the businesses who are actually following the CSR. Okay, for example, in this coronavirus thing, Coles and Safeway both had like a special hour in the morning for our elderly people. Okay, when they were struggling, there were no toilet rolls, there were no groceries to purchase, so they included special hour for just the older people so that they can do grocery in peace. They also included an hour for people in medicals, so they can come and do their grocery as well. So these are some of the examples of corporate social responsibility that the businesses should consider. Also, when we talk about that, we also need to think about the environmental impact. Okay, now more and more businesses are getting away from the plastics, and you're using the recyclable plastic bags. Okay, so the plastics are actually harmful to our environment. Okay, they go into landfill and they affect the environment negatively, so it is the responsibility of the businesses to actually look after the environment as well. Okay, now when I'm talking about people, so I talked about customers. CSR also includes to look after the employees. Okay, so employees are the most important part of any business. So the businesses need to make sure that they're having a fair pay, and they're giving their employees a safe and healthy working condition as well. Because if you're giving fair pay and healthy working conditions, the employees are going to remain with your business. And if you choose to not being responsible for your employees, they're more likely to leave your business, and it's going to cost you a lot more money. Okay, now these are some of the things that we have to cover in CSR. I'm just going to go to the next slide. This is just an example. So pause your repayments if you're experiencing financial difficulty. So this is from ANZ. Most of the home loan repayments have been paused because of the COVID-19. This is an example of a CSR. Okay, now ANZ may be able to support you by putting your home loan repayments on hold for 6 months. This is a huge step for ANZ. It is going to make a huge impact for everyone, because most of the people, not most of them, but many of the people are unemployed at the moment, and they're unable to make the payment for their home loans. So it is a really big step, and it is part of a CSR. Okay, if you pause your repayments, ANZ will check in with you after 3 months. Okay, so they'll keep checking with you if you're okay to make the payments, and if not, they might extend it further. Now this is something they've emailed every person who is actually on a home loan. So request a callback with this form. Please note we are receiving a large volume of requests. You may have difficulty submitting this form. Thank you for your patience, and we ask that you try to submit the form again later if it doesn't work for you now. Okay, once you submit the form, our team will be in touch. So they're making it easier for customers. They can just submit the form, and ANZ staff will give them a call rather than them making a call and then waiting in the line for a couple of hours or something like that. Okay, so these are some of the CSR issues that the businesses need to consider. Now, now you can head on to the 3.14 activities and finish the questions and send them to me before the end of the session today. Okay, and take your time to finish the checklist, and we'll head into revision next Tuesday. Okay, bye for now. Good luck.